What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Saturday morning to every single one of y'all. Let me turn my light on here. Hey, there we go. That's a lot better. Welcome in. It's a early morning for CeeLo. It was a late night, but we're here live with you guys. Bronny, this is just kind of something to do, trying to do something different on an intro. I'm just trying it out this weekend, but appreciate you be here. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Sorry I'm a little late, but it's okay. You can watch it for free on the CW app. The practice and qualifying for the NASCAR Xfinity Series is on the CW app. It's free every Saturday morning. You can hang out in here with us, plus watch it on there. So we hope to have a good time. So appreciate you hanging out with us. Make sure you hit the like button for us and subscribe to the channel with here at Watkins Glen. And for some reason, the practice leaderboard is not working for me this morning. So we're just looking at lap averages, I guess. So thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Make sure you hit the like. What's up, Bronny? What's up, Liam? Hello, Negative Squirrel. What's going on? Steve and Triton, man. Good to see you. Tom, hello, hello. What's up? How you doing? And let's see who else here. Triton and Steve and Dubs was here just a little bit ago too. Appreciate y'all watching. If you're watching Ninja, make sure you say hi in the chat. We'd love for you to be here. It's going to be a long day today. We're going to be here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, rest of practice and the qualifying. And then we have NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying. And the Mission 200 this afternoon. We'll have live flag-to-flag coverage for you here on the Go at CeeLo. So the practice is at a commercial right now, but as soon as it gets back to it, we'll get it live on here for you and having a good time. So thank you guys so much for being here. And right now, as predicted, as always, got the trucks on here. Let me get rid of the trucks. Get rid of the trucks. And right now, SVG is leading the categories in lap averages, as I see right here. Let me bring this up some more. Overall, 5 lap average is Connor Zilisch, and then the 10 lap average is Justin Allgaier. Look at that one. And a 15 lap is Justin Allgaier. So Allgaier's got a good long run car. So we'll see how that goes down the road. But we'll hopefully get the practice thing going here, or definitely the qualifying. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. And then I'm going to be putting in the pinned message today to help our good friend Triton out today. It's his GoFundMe page. If we could get to 3,000 this weekend, that would be awesome. So that's my goal, to get him to 3,000 this weekend. We're gonna try. We might fail, but we're gonna try anyways. But thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. And here we go, having a good time here on the Go with CeeLo.
A little more front balance. That's what I was talking about with the shifting. If you don't have a valve in the car where you can actually adjust the balance, you can change that rear brake balance by getting less engine brake. So, but you're going to work on those.
I might have to move this around here. 1 second, y'all.
About brake balances, because he right foot brakes. When that wheel hop happens, he pushes the clutches and it stops it immediately. It takes rear brake out of the car.
So it looks like they're working on SVG's car. The rear brake issue. He's got a rear brake issue on SVG. See, my practice is not working for some reason. Yeah, so it's not working for some reason. I don't know why. So SVG saying that he has no natural grip and he's having a brake issue as well. What's up, Shiznet? Good to see you. More mechanical issues that we had yesterday as well. What's up, Center Hill Cards as well? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here.
As well as he would like.
Yeah, the practice is not working. Am I the only one that's not working? I don't know. Let me know in the chat, y'all, please. You got Ekis out there going through the tunnel, they call it.
So sorts of a balance is essentially what he's saying, and they've tightened the car up and it's made it to where it doesn't change directions as well as he would like. The one thing that I would like about that radio talk is that he kind of liked this car, and I don't think that's good for everybody else because he's
Been an early morning, Liam.
Great details he's working on. The fact that he's happy with this car might not be good for everybody else.
Forever, when you went road racing, you focused on the 16 from Glen because AJ Allmendinger was behind the wheel. He's the best all time when you talk about wins in the Xfinity Series on the road. But then right now, the launch to Rookie of the Year contender Christian Pettis And ironically enough, I don't really think of him as a road racer. Didn't come into the year, but that's where he's really produced. 3 top 5s this season, 2 of those coming in road course competition, 3rd right now in practice. So he's getting it done. And he's one of those drivers, 4 races to go to the playoffs. He's going to have to win if he's going to run for a championship.
Yeah, and I feel like the Colin cars works where they need to be last year. When you look at SDG being in one of those cars, or even AJ, I know AJ finished 3rd in the race, but not as dominant as we've seen from them. JRM and Joe Gibbs Racing had the best cars last year at this race. That's nice to see Christian up there. And you mentioned that he started the year up with double top 5s at the road courses, and they were shocked by that because when we talked to him at COTA, he referenced, he's like, man, top 10 would be incredible, right? Just don't make any mistakes. And they were really able to get some decent finishes afterwards.
I was texting with Eric Peterson, director in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and asking him the status of the 88 with the changes they made in the break room.
Yeah, it's some issue with it. So at least it's not just me.
So, to the rear after, qualifying. So it's a
Way too early. Exactly.
as far as getting the car in place.
Connor Zilisch. It's Zilisch and SVG and then everybody else. Who else is going to be better?
Yeah, and if anybody can miss part of practice, probably doesn't hurt Zilisch as much as it would other drivers. But let's talk.
It was a caution disaster like this. Like
Broken rotor. I asked for Chief Marty Lindley there on the left side.
Put that like for us, please.
Like fully broken tabs off. He did confirm they were brand new, so thinks it's just a fluke and is hoping it is just a fluke.
Well, those new brakes seem to be working just fine. The Zilla just went out and ran a 111 flat, which is 1.467 seconds faster than the next place. I'm going to assume that's a mock run. If we get a look at that grill, to say it's taped up solid. They probably put their brakes on. They got 2 sets of tires. It's like it's taped
Oh,
up.
someone's smoking a 53. That's Joey Gase, isn't it?
Really good lap right there.
Let's go back to when he won here last year.
No. That's Austin, the other Austin Hill. Austin J. Hill. Austin J. Hill. That's one of Joey Gates's cars. Right? Am I right? 53?
Is just absurd in racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, even in Indiana, that math makes sense.
So do you think Heim took some notes from Logano to win the race? Yeah, right. Right, Chris?
This is Austin J. Hill, by the way. Slow down on the racetrack.
But long, but good. You're right. That's right, George. Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. Austin J. Hill is smoking up.
Did not. He will race today.
So it sounds like
Blew up.
The race last week because it would have, with Austin Hill, the driver of the 21 being out, it would have made things less confusing.
how big the real Austin Hill is, but I wouldn't say that.
We have an Austin Hill and an Austin J. Hill.
I can see what happened to the real one here.
Because he was good yesterday.
He went to 4th gear and it was the transmission, actually. It seems like a lot of smoke for a transmission. We'll see what the final analysis is when they get that back to the pits.
The real Austin Hill has got a real problem. Caution is out. Second time here at Watkins when the clock rolling down inside of 10 minutes to go.
All right, 10 minutes to go in practice. They're bringing Chris Wright up to the race because he did so good yesterday. Who is bringing him up? And what is going on with this lap average stuff? Oh, that's lap times. Okay, got it. Is it working yet? Nope. Wonder why it's messed up. But Zilisch, SVG, Sammy Smith overall so far. William Swalowich, Riley Herbst, Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, Christian Eckes, Nick Sanchez, Anthony Alfredo, Stefan Parsons, Jeremy Commence, Michael McDowell, Carson Quaffle, Brennan Poole, Dean Thompson, Thomas, you know his name, Ryan Sieg, Austin Green, Jeb Burton in 20th. Jeb Burton took a real hit last week. Harrison Burton he was in the top 10 for every stage. and finished in the top 10. He took over the points lead. He is now in the playoffs. Burton is out. Ryan Sieg even passed him. So a bad week for Jeff Burton last week. Sam Mayer, last week's winner. Matt Benedetto, Daniel Dye, Austin. Not Sam Mayer won an Indy, right? Yeah, he won an Indy. Sorry about that. Matt Benedetto, Daniel Dye, Austin J. Hill, who's the one that just blew up. Ryan Ellis, Blaine Perkins, Preston Pardis, Taylor Gray, Glen Reen, Garrett Smithley, Jesse Love, Kaz Gralla, Parker Retzlaff, Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Josh Blicky, and Austin Hill. The very last car. What's going on with Austin Hill? Thought he was a pretty good road racer. He's my dark horse, by the way. And hold on, I gotta put the pin message. 1 second. I gotta do that. 1 second here. All right, here we go. Help our good friend AAU Triton with his GoFundMe page. And paste. Okay. I can't do all of that. Okay. All right, I gotta work on that. See what's going on with that. 1 second here. I'll have to do on my other one here. Triton, do you have a smaller link for that GoFundMe page? Could you send that to me in the Discord? Hit that like too as well. Yeah. Can you send me a Triton? Can you send me a smaller link because the Facebook link is not. I'm trying to see if I can share maybe that way. If I do it that way. Copy link. Let's see if that works. No, it's too long. Okay, cool. Thank you. Copy link. All right. Go help. Help our friend AAU Triton out with his GoFundMe. Thank you. Paste. All right. We'll see how it does. Let's see how it does. There we go. Back to the CW. All right. 11:44 in South Australia. What's going on, Martin? Good to see you as well. Appreciate you being here. Teat, what's going on too? D Pope, hello. IR Geek, hello. Welcome in, pretty guys. PQ as well, hello. Good morning to every single one of y'all. Morning, morning. As we're just on, they're interviewing Connor Zilisch as he is on the top of the leaderboard here, looking to take down SVG once more, twice here on our channel. Yeah, you're welcome, man.
About practicing qualifying today.
Yeah, I mean, you learn how the track develops and just, overall how the race is going to go. The new restart zone, it's more reps at that. So, yeah, it's all valuable for me. And, yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of the weekend. I got the Red Bull Cup car, the Registic Chevrolet here. A lot of cool looking race cars that I'm fortunate to drive.
You kicked off your Xfinity Series career here last year with a win at Watkins Glen, but then you continued that kind of dominance on road courses this year, multiple wins. Does it make you more confident, or is there anything really to gain in confidence with how good you are on the road courses?
Yeah, of course. That SVG guy's pretty good and going to give me a run for my money today. So, yeah, I'm excited to go out and learn from him. And he's just a very perfect road course racer. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and he's very tough to beat. So, I'm excited for today. It's going to be a challenge, but I love a challenge.
He loves
What's up, Jeffrey? Says go Alex Bowman. What's going on, Jeffrey? Good to see you.
Course wins here this season. The Xfinity Series revving up to take on the first road course of the season.
And Connor Zilisch took down SVG in Sonoma. There was a battle. And I remember when SVG beat Connor Zilisch at, was it Chicago? I saw that face last time he faced SVG, and I knew he'd beat him. So yeah, so Connor Zilisch looking for 2 in a row here on road courses and see if he could take down that number 9. But it's going to be a good time with the Junior Motorsports. One of these Junior Motorsports cars is going to win today. I'm sure of it. But you never know. The way mechanical issues have been happening here today or this weekend, you never know on that as well. So coming up, practice is almost over. We'll have qualifying here in just a second. So we appreciate you guys being here.
Play by in all fairness, when you watch these, whether you're in here at home, you get excited for the event and everything that's happening. Yes, anyway.
Well, the deal with Suarez was so good, just so fun to watch, and the fact that he had crashed in qualifying, had to go to a backup car, and then drives all the way through and wins the race. But Junior Motorsports undefeated this year in road course competition, winning with 3 different drivers. They won the last 6 on the road, dating to last year with 4 drivers. Sam May,
Okay,
of course, part of that.
I'll do it.
Getting it done at the Roval. Quite a bit of fluid put down when Austin J. Hill problem mechanically coming through the bus stop and off into the carousel. So they're getting that all cleaned up. He dried down, had to brush it away. So that is halted practice.
Swallowich top 10 finishes this season for Swallowich.
Is William Swallowich, another rookie driver that has been really good road racing this year. In fact, his best career finish came at Sonoma the last time we went road racing. So another driver to watch as you talk about the potential for a first-time winner and someone to upset the playoff.
What's up, Liam? Welcome back.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a really busy racetrack. Right here, as you see, 3 minutes left to go in practice. Looks like the 18 car is done for the day, but these guys are all going to go out and see if they can learn one last thing before this practice is over. I would think a lot of guys would want to make a mock run. It does look to me like Connor is the only guy that has done that so far in this practice. We'll see if some of these guys opt to do it here. It's going to be hard because the track is going to be dirty. You mentioned Suarez winning at Mexico City. I can only imagine what that call would have been like. Taylor Gray moved him out of the way. I would have. That would have been interesting on him getting out of there.
It does give us an opportunity to highlight another rookie.
Hit that like for us, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes. I don't know if we'll get there or not. Help us out with those likes, y'all. I know it's early.
This week, and they had a hiccup. It really didn't work out for him. This team is going to get it done. They've just been running too good, too consistently. And here's what's impressive to me about Brett. Not just that he's putting the good runs together as he continues to get his legs under him as a rookie, but they're doing it at all different types of racetracks. And when you're doing that, you're going to have a chance well above the cut line. And someone, even though they haven't been to victory lane, they can be a major threat once we get to the playoffs.
They're getting it done all year long. And last weekend was heartbreaking. I him to win last weekend because he was so good.
What's up, Lloyd? Good to see you, man. Morning.
And it just struggled and got hit right in the frame. But he mentioned it. He's been good on a lot of different racetracks, and the road courses have been really good.
1 point. Yeah, I know. I wish. Oh, no. Another wreck. Sam Mayer off the course here.
Well, you heard Connor talking to Kim. The benefit of added track time is.
Thank you, Tom.
Sammy was in that truck race as well. And while you probably can't take much on how to handle and all of that from Friday to Saturday, you referenced the restart zone and how it's.
Who spun Mayer? Man, who is this red? Who was that?
He's sixth yesterday. So we check in on the 45. Stephen Parsons, look out.
Stephen Parsons just took out Sam Mayer and Christian Eckes.
Really good cars. I'm going to say one of them had an issue and the other ones were trying to avoid. Can't imagine with 40 seconds in practice.
Fong.
Racing that hard.
Stephen. That's SVG. Stefan. It's Stefan. I see you, man. Spinning. No, that was SVG.
Just went straight there.
No, that was SVG. Wow. What's up with that? No, it was SVG.
Jensen 9 will have to start at the back if they repair that damage, and what would a change that would be to things. And then it takes me to Chicago when it was kind of role reversal. SVG was on the pole. Connor Zilisch had a problem in practice.
Yeah, it was SVG spinning Sam Mayer and Christian Eckes. Wow.
There's a lot right there. It didn't look like SVG was locked up getting into turn 1.
He just spun Mayer, and then he nailed Eckes.
Straight. And then
wow. That's a huge, huge
they have to warn him
story right there.
But I'm with you, Adam. That's a pretty substantial hit to the guy. I mean,
he's got a big donut on the side of his car.
The situation, but if he were to have to drop to the rear, it would be quite a show watching him come back.
Junior Motorsports doing it all, takes to sweep the road courses this year, even if it means taking out the competition.
Yeah, that's perspective of a little bit different than what we see right there.
And it's hard to tell how close he was getting to the 41 from that particular angle.
Wow.
Well, hope all is well there. Tough.
So major story breaking here right now. SVG. Oh yeah, that one side is dented in. Oh wow.
It's interesting because to me, as slow as he came back to the pits, makes you think
he has got some major issues, yo.
He's trying to stay out of everybody's way. And I mean, listening to that break, it doesn't sound like he came on and has told them that he felt anything broke.
That was Brandon McReynolds, the spotter that you heard on the radio.
Yeah, they're looking at Sam Mayer as well.
First now mocked up and made run. Sammy Smith up to second on the board. Jesse Love has jumped to third. Allgaier to fourth. Sanchez up in the top 10. So is Austin Green. Time is now expired.
Practice is now over.
Now most of that's going to pop out like just behind the Goodyear. Probably be able to get in there. That's going to. It's all composite material. It'll pop out.
Clearance a little concerning.
Yeah, I think that'll be okay. The rest of it's just cosmetic. The crush panel might be beat out of it. I don't know that you. Let's see which damage there's here to the 41. You see.
That is a big story if he drops to the back. You are correct about that.
Looked to me like that was that big of contact. Or on the other side of the car.
Those are three drivers, though, that you can make a strong case for today. And where they were in practice, what they've done historically.
So just as practice was ending, SVG, Sam Mayer, and Christian Eckes, all three favorites for today, are involved in a scuffle out of turns 11, I believe, going to the start-finish line. SVG was behind Sam Mayer and got into some Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer spun and then took out Christian Eckes as well, and Christian Eckes smacked Sam Mayer. So this is going to be interesting. So why they were all that close, Chevy says. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if they make any repairs to this car, they're going to have to go to the back of the pack. And like he said, it'll be interesting to see SVG come through the field. And of course, I mean, he all he has to do is jump one stage, so jump one stage and there you go. But it'd be interesting to see him come through. But also when you're in the back of the pack like that, you are subjective to other wrecks like we saw at the truck race. The front leaders went through that tunnel turn just fine, but the back of the pack was horrible. There was wrecks galore. So it just takes one wreck to take out a top driver. And right now, SVG's odds is pretty dang good to win this race. So it should be interesting to see what happens going forward here. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like. Check out the pinned message, guys. $1, 10 cents, whatever you can do to help our good friend AAU Triton, as we're going to be putting that in our pinned message this weekend to try to give our way to help out to our good friend Triton, who's been with us since day one. So if you can help out with his story on a GoFundMe page, that is awesome. We appreciate you. If you don't have any money, we understand that. But if you could help us out, okay? Thank you guys. All right, so let's see what happens here. Let's see, because the practice thing working. Oh no, it's not. Come on, NASCAR.com. Get your act together, man. So anyway, Connor Zilisch overall N5, and then Allgaier takes over. Quiet for Allgaier here. But look, nobody ran any more than 20 laps. But Connor Zilisch, Sammy Smith, Jesse Love, Allgaier. See, they have Riley Herbst here in the third spot, but they got Connor Zilisch, Sammy Smith, Jesse Love, Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, Nick Sanchez.
A number of drivers up there at the top, or at least we think they did a mock qualifying run with that second set of tires. Talked about Austin Green going to break. And the other thing we should point out, we had the issue there with the crash late in the section with Shane Van Gisbergen and Sam Mayer, Christian Eckes. All three of these drivers in the Group 2.
Wow, SVG's got a good chunk out of the side of his car.
Because they don't go out.
Okay, cool.
What's the 41 report, Kim?
Let's check in with Sam Mayer. Trouble in turn 1. Looked like the 9 of SVG maybe just washed up into you. What can you tell us from your perspective?
Just a racing incident. We were on a mock qualifying run. See what the track had for tires, because we had something left on our tires. We're trying to see what we had for speed, and we were just racing really hard. We got it out of our system.
We got it out of our system.
The 16 got caught up in that too. That was for everybody, but the Autobahn Ford Mustangs this fast Xfinity Mobile, it was going to be a little faster. I think full run in. Burn the set of tires for nothing. It's just part of. Any extra time, flags, laps in. So, all bets are off right there. Trying to get our stuff done, but. Hate that for everybody involved in that.
Yeah, lots. He's got a big chunk.
Learn from it, get better, and breaking markers on, that's for sure. So.
You said the 9 made a misjudgment, but you're still sticking with no harm, no foul?
Oh, yeah, we're all good.
Vegas is going crazy right now.
That's why he's in this race today, is to show us how it's done. What not to do sometimes, but. Yeah, we're just racing hard.
What happened to SVG? I'm just tuning in. He got involved in a wreck during practice, Tommy.
No, the background was probably must have been racing hard, but yeah, just all fun and games.
Still a smile on Sam Mayer's face, Dylan.
Yeah, let's see if we can catch up with SVG here. He's looking at data, and Corey Shea, the crew chief, just walked up here. So see if we interrupt here. Okay, first of all, turn 1 down here. What's your take on just what went down? What happened there?
Yeah, just with a play race and went to start our last runs and passed me into the first one. So I thought I'll pass him back, and then unfortunately made contact. So that sucked, but I'm disappointed I hit the 16 when I tried to.
He's blaming it on Mayer.
Those guys, but got the work to do. It's
He said he blamed it. He's blaming it on Mayer that he did it.
Was really fast when he did his mock run, so Chevy's pretty good.
I don't think this is gonna
got duct tape on that sucker.
And the car felt okay with the lap you got there.
Well, we didn't get the last run when we made some changes, so who knows? But see how we go.
All right, you never count the night out for sure, but as he said, some work to do just to get the right side of this race car repaired.
The nicest disagreement between two people.
Yeah, exactly.
They both blamed each other.
Yeah.
Neither was mad at the other. I don't. Yeah.
They both blamed each other. Mayer said it was SVG's fault. SVG said it's Mayer's fault.
Standard.
Yeah, and Christian Eckes was right in the middle of it. So there you go. 2 drivers this morning saying it was Mayer's fault. He said Mayer passed me, so I went to pass him back, and then he got into me. Sam Mayer says that SVG turned him around. So, and then whack. So, man, it's going to be interesting to see 2 huge favorites in this race right now. For today's race, Sam Mayer and Connor Zilisch are the only 2 active drivers to win here in the Xfinity race. So should be interesting to see what happens going forward here today. And in the race, we'll be bringing you the live coverage today for the Mission 200 flag to flag coverage. We'll have a good time with you on that, and looking forward to hanging with you. Coming up here after qualifying, we'll be having NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying as well. We'll have the full show for you guys for this time. Sorry about being a little late, 30 minutes late for practice, but hey, we were here for the good stuff at least, apparently. So but we'll see what happens here coming up with qualifying. As you know, qualifying is not a single file run on road courses. Everybody's out there doing their thing. And this is the lineup here. Gralla, Green, Parsons, Wren, Smithley. You know his name. It's too early to try to pronounce it. Matt Benedetto, Daniel Dimes, Preston Pardis, Austin Hill, Blaine Perkins, Dean Thompson. Oh, so there's only a group. This is Group A. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So 19 cars. Anthony Alfredo, Jeb Burton, and Josh Balicki, Jeremy Commence, Kyle Sieg, and Brendan Poole. So pretty much all the other cars, the good cars, will be in the next session, I guess. So this is Group 1 qualifying. Group 1 qualifying. Let me bring that here. Group 1. And let me move my subscriber count. Live stream. Okay, there we go. Looks good. You burnt your eggs. Oh no. Oh no. So make sure you hit the like for us, y'all. We're trying to get to 100 likes. You only have 34. Help us out. Do us a favor and help with the likes there early this morning. Subscribe to the channel as well. I don't even have my subscribe count up yet. But active story right now going on. SVG involved in a wreck with Sam Mayer and Christian Eckes. What's up, V? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing, man? It's an early one, V. All right.
Dylan Welsh busy on the pit lane, and they'll be busy all afternoon when our race coverage begins. 2:30 Eastern Time on CW.
Hey, if you guys like Dodgers, man, go check out my man V. He does every Dodgers game. He's live. He does the 3D just like we do. Make sure you check him out. V with Dodgers. And he's got some NFL coming up here this NFL season, too. He's trying something new with the NFL. So make sure you go check out my man, Bahala.
And this little area right here, those rumble strips are slightly different than what you see.
Oh, Vikings today, huh?
on this section right here. And so I spoke a second ago, Adam, when I said that they have these grooves in the curve.
I'll come by and say hi.
It's to discourage you from getting on the curve. It creates a little bit of
SVG involved in a wreck.
Another shot real quick. All of those curves also plays a big factor in this, because if you look, this curve goes up and it's flat. And so what you want to do, you can put your left side tires on this section to the curve, but what you don't want to do is get centered on this if you split that. So you have to either commit.
And this is on the CW app, y'all. CW app. You can watch the practice live for free. CW app. This is the CW app. Make sure you go check it out. Practice and qualifying is for free on the CW app. Make sure you go check it out.
Sure, I felt like SVG and Zilisch didn't use as much of that as a lot of guys, and I don't know if it's because they get their car pointed better. This is a great shot of that as well. As you can see where that curve goes up and then it kind of flattens out where you can get high centered. And it's rough, and I think it creates a lot of parts failures when you see track bar mounts break here, shock mounts break at this racetrack, and a lot of that's just because the cars aren't designed to go through that. Done this out here to discourage you from running in it. This used to all be gravel, and it sucked when someone would spin out and they would get stuck in forever. It was just painful to watch. And I think this is also great because if you have an issue, it gives you time to slow down and keep going on. The caution doesn't come out. But they put all those grooves in that to take some grip away from it. These areas you can still drive across them. They're not near as smooth as what the remainder of the racetrack is. Let's get it down to Kim.
Yeah, Daniel Dye making his first Xfinity Series start at Watkins Glen. Does have an ARCA start here where he finished fourth. But as we look collectively at college racing and the gains they're trying to make, they put Michael McDowell in the 11 car. How helpful has it been to you as a rookie?
Yeah, Michael McDowell in the 11 car. The college.
Some questions on what I need to do different. So you told me my eyes need to be as fast as Xfinity Mobile and get to the.
I don't know. That's a good question, ads. We'll see.
My eyes tell them to. So
They got like a little bit, they got they got like a little break. They can work on that car. So
some up. So yeah, just keep my eyes there a little bit sooner, get to the corner a little bit sooner, and just make a shorter distance all the way around the racetrack.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Daniel Dye's going to climb aboard his Chevrolet. Get ready for the first group of qualifying. They turn right and left here at Watkins Glen. We'll see who has speed for the pole.
all right, so we are ready for qualifying here in just a second. Hit that like and subscribe and donate to our brother Triton's GoFundMe page in the pin message if you have $1 or 50 cents or as many as you can give. Please help us out and hang out and give to our good friend Triton with the GoFundMe page. If you have an option to do that, we appreciate you. If not, we appreciate you being here anyways, and it may be another day. So this weekend we'll be having his pin. I can't get the CW app on my Chromebook. That's weird. I'm not sure about that. You can do it on your TV as well. If you have a smart TV, you can watch it on the TV as well. They have a CW app on the most smart TVs, so make sure you check that out as well. You can watch the same thing you can watch on your phone or your tablet or laptop or iPad or wherever you got. So, but we're just waiting on qualifying here for the Mission 200 coming up here. I guess Group 1, and there is on the screen. So most of the big time cars are in Group 2. So I'm assuming that's how we're going to work this. Because on this thing, we only have 19 cars. So we'll see how this goes. 19 cars on the track. And about to have some qualifying for the Mission 200. We're just at a group here. All right. And coming up after this, y'all, we're gonna have NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying. We'll have the whole practice this time and the qualifying. And then the race. And then tomorrow, the Go Bowling at the Glen. The Go Bowling. And then Xfinity is off next week, and then they'll be back at Daytona. Our good friend Tom will be there. Miss Tom will be there as well, I heard. I guess that's the plan, Tom.
Ready for qualifying. A couple of drivers to watch. Be a part of Group 2. Connor Zilisch, Shane Van Gisbergen. They know their way to the front row. They know their way to their victory lane. We hope we get another great battle today. Hard work, making sure they've got input qualifying session.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be able to qualify. I don't think it's going to affect the car at all.
15 minutes to take care of this. You can run as many laps as you like. Just have to get a lap started prior to time expiring. You don't have to finish your lap.
20 minutes.
Out of the gates, driver. Strala good early in the practice session, and got history here at Watkins Glen. Had a top 5 minutes driving a 48 for Big Machine a few years ago.
And as Kaz is coming around here, Adam, the one thing that's unique is where you pick up the green flag here. You have this alternate start finish line. I say that because as a driver, we used to take it easy around this section of the racetrack to not get too much heat in the tire. But as he crosses this section right here, that yellow line is actually where his lap time is going to start. So it's a little bit different mentality as you prepare for the lap. Obviously, if you was traditional, this is where you would kind of start your lap, but you're well within that right now. And I think that changes your mindset as you approach this qualifying session.
The alternate start finish line.
Hit that like for us. Try to get to 100 likes. Help us out, y'all. We are way behind.
Carousel, and then you're prepping to start your lap. And you do that in road courses, also good in Indianapolis and Pocono because the lap is so long.
It makes complete sense.
It does. You want to finish your lap and have a chance to come back to pit road as opposed to coasting all the way around I mean, it takes time for you. It also
It's not for you. It's more that you can get out of the way for all the other competitors, because in qualifying they take the grills up and you almost have to shut the engine off and coast in a lot of sections. If you look right here, you'll see this yellow line across the racetrack. And so that's where their laps will start, and it's actually marked right here on the right for the drivers, just so that they know where they are on the track. But the problem is when you have to coast all the way around, especially in the S's, you depend on your spotters to tell you, but it's hard to get out of the way. And without a doubt, every session of qualifying I did here, somebody was mad at somebody else, and it wasn't intentional. It was just the way it worked out.
That area of the racetrack is another area that is really, really fast. We've seen some crazy crashes over the years between turns 5 and 6, and Grala's put his lap up.
Good lap for Grala right there, a 1:11.72. I mean, based on what we saw in practice,
That's Growler.
overall. So really good lap. That car ran well here last year with Corey Heim in it. Kaz has some good experience on the road courses, so a great lap for him.
Second car for Sam Hunt. It's their full-time driver. It's rookie and Dean Thompson, who later today will make his first Watkins Glen start. Here's Josh Balicki, good road racer. Top 10 at Watkins Glen a season ago, and in limited action.
Josh Balicki.
And finishers on 2 different occasions.
See those guys at the carousel, almost everybody's going to run wide right there because of if you get around the middle of the carousel good, it just wants to throw you way out there. See those guys drive across it. Very similar to what we talked about in turn 1, though. It does have that kind of rumbled effect, so the grip isn't quite there. Oh, you see him get loose coming on the front stretch.
Balicki's 6 quick of the drivers that have made a run. Preston Pardis in the 07. We've seen him some in recent years driving the 50, which is a family-owned car. And when he does, his dad, Dan, is his crew chief. And this weekend, driving the 07 SS Greenlight Racing and Bobby Dotter. Pardis clocks in 8th as he comes across the alternate start-finish line.
He was a good example of when you get out on those rumble strips, how slick it is. You saw the car was almost straight, but he also got loose like right at the last second, just because as you drive across that field of the track, as I mentioned, it's like getting on the edge of the interstate when you hit the rumble strips. So the car shakes a little bit and loses grip overall.
Glen Reed, top 5 in the ARCA race yesterday.
He was thrilled. Like his post-race interview.
All the top drivers are in this next one here.
Okay to get there. I'm like, man, that's a commitment to racing. So good for him. I love seeing his excitement.
We referenced during practice Stephen Parsons driving the 45 for Alpha Prime. Making his 3rd start of the year in the Xfinity Series. He pops up and...
Which kind of hurts these last this first group. Didn't get that much downtime, where the second group's going to get a whole lot more.
His dad, Phil, was a driver for a long time, Cup, Xfinity, and he owned teams. And it was interesting. Phil told me the story that Stephen, when he was 12 years old, learned how to drive a stick shift. When Michael McDowell was driving for Phil as a car owner, and he taught him in the cul-de-sac of the race shop
how
to drive a stick shift. And now they're both racing today in the Xfinity Series. Great to see Stephen driving that 45.
Zero chance anybody on this show tops that show on how they learned how to drive standard transmission.
Michael McDowell was the exclusive run.
And Stephen had a pretty good lap going. It looked like the bus stop was a little bit of a struggle. Sometimes it's hard to see if you hit that wrong and you just can't get to the throttle. He lost a lot of time in the middle of that bus stop onto the exit, but just a lot going prior to that.
Jumps up to 4th.
How about all these guys? You see Jeff's going out there right behind me. I never wanted a rabbit in front of me because I always had a fear that if they mess up, it would.
Yes.
So actually, Jeff's.
There's a Austin Hill and there's a Austin J Hill. Austin Hill, Austin J Hill.
Last weekend was a long weekend for the 2017.
So far, Kaz Grala.
Well,
the only one.
Benedetto was out there with him as 5th, and you just saw Austin Green. You see him here, and you look at the bumper. He's jumped up to 2nd. Made a mock qualifying run late in the practice session. Went to the top 10 in practice, and every time he comes to the racetrack, he's a player on the road. Great road racing background. His dad, David, an Xfinity champion. His uncle, Jeff, is an Xfinity champion. Uncle Mark raced in the Xfinity Series and now helps a lot of young drivers. His cousin Tyler is a spotter and drove a little bit, so a great family that all started racing back in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Yeah, you saw he got really loose on the brakes down into turn 1. It cost him a little bit of time. It just looks like overall versus Kaz Gralla, that car just a little bit off.
What's up, Shaylene Holmes? What's up, Shaylene Holmes? Good to see you.
Just a little bit of time. Had a really good exit though out of the bus stop. You look at gain about a 10th out of the bus stop. See if you can get in the carousel. But to me, the most important part of qualifying here is how you hit turn 2. Because if you enter that corner with the right amount of speed and you can get your car pointed to the
50
right
likes.
angle,
Let's go to
it gives you the right
100.
angle then on
Let's
up
go.
with the rest
Hit
of the
it. Hit
SS.
that
You
like,
can carry
y'all.
that for 12 or 15 seconds
Morning.
all the way around to the bus stop. And when we see whoever sits on the pole today, it's going to be because they were good in that section of the racetrack. Here's Dylan.
Let's catch up with William Sawalich, who is in Group 2 and get ready to go out and qualify. So, car looked pretty good on the charts in practice. Did it feel as good as maybe what you're going to need here to go fast in qualifying?
Yeah, we fired up in dirty air there just to honestly get me up to speed from the truck race yesterday. And I think our long run speed is actually really good. On par with some of the best. So, can't ask for a better sound GR Super today. It's a fast Xfinity Mobile.
Fast as Xfinity Mobile.
Good clean lap down.
Last time we were at a road course was at Sonoma, finished third, and the results have started to come more frequently for you these last few weeks. Where's your confidence level at as we come back to a road course here and kind of get ready to close in on the playoffs?
Playoffs.
Pretty high within reason. I think that's been our strongest part of our season this year and most consistent. It seems like we're able to control these races easily and be in command.
18 car is one to watch later this afternoon, Kim.
Well, Jesse Love was really good at giving his team feedback during that practice session. This track, though, high speed, high commitment. How much trust did you end up with your race car at the end of practice for this qualifying?
Yeah, I think we got pretty close. We weren't quite as fast as Xfinity Mobile or mock run, but still, I think in the ballpark. So I'm glad we did it. I have a good idea of what to expect now in qualifying, but just chipping away at it. This place, for whatever reason, is just not my wheelhouse. I don't understand why. It's frustrating, but still got to, put your best foot forward every lap and try to get better. So I've been able to chip away at it slowly but surely, and definitely made improvement, got better throughout that practice session. But yeah, I'm not gonna.
What's up, Susan? Good to see you. Good morning.
So we're up front and we're where we need to be, but I think that if we continue on the practice, that we'll have a shot today. Hard on himself. Always wants to get better. I feel like when we hear those interviews, he's always talking about what he needs to do to get better and.
So we're in Group 1 qualifying. All the big stars are in the second one, y'all. All the top drivers are in the second one.
Third. Unless they're first, he's not content.
10 more minutes here in Group 1.
How competitive indeed this series is, because he does a great job. He's been consistent. You look at all the top 10s, he's the best in the series. As far as top 10 wins this year, but it's just not been good enough for him. Wants to win more, and when he sees some of these other young drivers performing, I know what he said, this is such a competitive.
Trying to hit that 100 like mark, y'all. Hit that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel as well. Help us out. Woo! Blicky flying through that tunnel. No, that's comments. I love that paint scheme too with that chrome 51. That looks good too. Danny Dimes.
Such a heavy braking zone. You want to carry as much speed in there as you can. All those guys right here, as they adhere so are going to be loose on entry. You see them working the wheel back and forth. Want to get a good exit out of here. It leads on to another really long straightaway. A lot of lap time to be gained or lost. I'm going to tell you what, the lap that Cass put down, that's going to hold up well in qualifying. Something flat on the back of this car as he goes over these curbs. Talk about it dragging stuff. There's brake ducts. That's a spring rubber that's popped out of his car.
Daniel died 9th. Jeremy Clements had jumped to 10th, fell to 11th after Dye completed his run. Got caution for debris, and it's going to be what we see right here, I anticipate.
Yeah, so they put those in the springs. If you have a 200-pound spring, you can put one of these rubbers in between the coils, and it will make it a stiffer spring. And they do that so they can build adjustment into the car. Sometimes those are just hanging, and a pit crew member can knock it in during a pit stop. Sometimes they actually have them installed.
Danny Dimes. I can't believe it. Kaz Growler still is the top leader here out of all these guys.
Of the spring of the left side, left rear.
So right Smithley and Austin J. Hill blew up. So we'll see what's up with Smithley
here at Watkins Glen. So you always give an update on like left or right balance. Like if I'm tight to the right, they'll put a spring rubber in the left rear spring to make that stiffer, to make it turn better, or vice versa. So that's how you can adjust the handling here. With the track bar, it's only adjustable on one side, so it makes it a little harder to adjust for left or for right hand turns when the adjuster is on the right hand side.
It's a good word with Brandon Jones. Here's Dylan.
Good morning.
Yeah, talking
Panay,
to
good to see you.
drivers down here. Brandon Jones was in the top 15.
Brandon Jones, we see those 20s.
You said you felt like this place kind of suits your style for road course racing. Did you have what you wanted from the race car there?
Yeah, definitely think we unloaded with something as fast as Xfinity internet is.
Fast as Xfinity mobile, Brandon Jones, not internet.
GR Supra, so I'm excited to give them a run up here in Watkins Glen. I love coming to this area, just in general. But one of our better road courses for sure on the schedule, and I thought we had really good speed for the beginning of that practice session, and on a really good mock run at the end, and it kind of got a little crazy off of 6, kind of approaching the very end of practice, and didn't get my my full lap in there. But yeah, just looking at this first group, seeing kind of what's going down and what they're doing to make some speed. But I feel pretty good about how the rest of our day's going to end up going. I think we've definitely got the speed to go compete for a top 5 or a win.
All right, we're gonna go over here and bother your teammate because he was bothering us before we did this interview. Okay, I just asked your teammate
Taylor Gray.
So what'd you have in your race car?
I feel like we were close. I had to work on it a little bit in practice, but I feel like we were pretty close, and being pretty close being as fast as Xfinity Mobile. So
Yeah, he said it right. Brandon Jones said it's fast as Xfinity internet.
seeing unloading pretty good, and see what we got here in qualifying.
We talked a lot about just kind of the runoffs and how much of the runoff you take to make speed. What is the balance of getting too far and getting on those rumble strips and
Morning from Australia. Thanks for watching, guys.
Let's go where the speed's at.
Hitting that like, trying to get to 100 likes. Help us out. 100 likes.
All right, Harrison Burton comes into Watkins Glen after one of the team's best weekends of the year, a 5th place finish at Iowa that rockets you into the playoff picture. With that, do you become more aggressive, or do you have
Harrison
to dial it down a little
Burton.
bit? How do
Yeah,
you approach this weekend?
your little boy.
to race from behind, right? It's just you being aggressive, get points, and it's easy to want to lift off the but I think for us, we have to be aggressive and take what we can. And
I like that AM racing hat. Future focused. I like that. That looks good. It's a camo hat, and it says AM Racing Future Focused on it. I like that. Looks good.
I will. So I have to go lock in and be as fast as Xfinity Mobile here because we practice well and I'll qualify like 20th and then we'll race well. So hopefully I can already have
No, he's not running today. Riley Herbst is running in the 19.
It's part of group 2.
He references practice first qualifying at a road course. I go back to Coda when they almost missed the show. They get in, and then they play the long game, win a stage.
Hitting that like, y'all, trying to help us out. Subscribe to the channel.
And it takes me to just what a great job, and we've said it so many times, Harrison has done this year, but Dan, True Chief, and managing races and getting points. Sometimes maybe you would say stealing points. They put themselves in a great position. Brennan Poole is on track in the 44, had a top 10 run on the road, streets of Chicago last month.
But sure, for all those guys that are on that foot stat line, depending on how the cautions fall, that stage 1 is a great way for all of them to capitalize, and you almost just have to race the way they are, in trying to get those points and not worry about the finish of the race, because as we've seen a lot of times here at Watkins Glen or any road course, man, Adam, it just seems like
He runs a 24, not the 19.
and then at the end it's just caution after caution. You just have to manage your
Chaz
race as
Gralla
much as you can.
is in the 24. He is the one on the pole right now.
Too close. He gets to the wall. Well, no, he's not close.
He touched the wall.
Close as you can get it.
He touched the wall.
It's really
Brendan
fast.
Poole.
The corner before, it's got a lot of grip right here, a little bit of banking, and
You know, he was
slide up. And I think what's deceiving is we talked about those rumble strips on the curve, is that you kind of have grip, and then that last like 3 feet, you
little
lose
scrape there in the back there for Brennan Poole.
right there. We've seen a lot
There's fast pasta. Love the Glen. Not complaining, but did you send my national hat? Not yet. I will send it this week. I promise you. Send it this week, Philip. I promise you.
so they have a couple of research to know where they're at.
Anthony Alfredo currently third. Is back out in the Dude White Chevrolet.
So I watch all these guys getting down into turn 1. You can tell they're right on the limit. The back of the car sliding around because of that downhill angle.
What's up, Miss Tom? Good to see you guys.
Fun.
Thanks for being here.
feeling the car slide around. You're trying to
In the
shift
pinned
to-
message is our GoFundMe page for our good friend Triton. You can help us out. Help us out.
Dean, can I drive down here qualifying trip? It's just
Ooh, fast pasta flying through the tunnel turn.
stuff on those curves. Slides up a little bit right there, but it's going to give you a good run on exit. You can give up a little bit on entry there when you get turned as you throttle up on exit, makes you get a good run coming back to the line.
Alfredo stays third in the lineup. Only one round of qualifying. We do it in two groups. We'll take these two groups, merge them together. That's how we set the lineup for later today.
Oh, the 45 is around.
Turn right to the carousel, actually, right out of the.
It was the 45.
Yep, he's going to be able to get going.
The bus stop, they call it. Brennan, no, that's 44. Who's the 45? Stephon Parsons. Missed the bus stop, he says.
The carousel is loose on entry, and they can just get out from underneath you easy. We see a lot of spins there, but take a look at it.
Goes the 45.
I'm gonna say maybe use too much curve on exit. Yeah, just a little bit. You get those tires dirty, and when the car, you see that car start rocking back and forth, and it almost looks
that
like
area right there was nightmare
like
for the trucks.
That section of the track
Nightmare.
isn't that fast. It's just that hit those rumble strips and the way that feels, get out a little bit of the dirty section of the track. It's also a place, Adam, it's a risk versus reward because you see the consequences aren't that bad. If you spin out, you may flat spot the tires, but it's not like you're going to destroy your car. Whoa, right there, getting close to you.
Jeff Burton fifth. Trying to gain a little speed here late in the session.
If you look at that, he's 6/10 off, and it's only with 2 corners. Like, it just shows you the amount of speed that Kaz was able to carry through those first couple of sections. He knows it, right? So he pulled in right here because he ran that personal section of the track. Because he got loose off that last turn, and it's like, listen, I'm not going to waste the time
back, Liam.
that I've already wasted this lap.
Dean Thompson was down around 10th, but he goes back out to third. So both of the Sam Hunt Toyotas in the top three. Austin Green sandwiched in between in second and just one. 30 cars here. Everybody makes the field. I do, though, want to draw your attention to 18th and 19th. Smithley and Austin J. Hill will not make a run. Smithley had a shock mount issue, engine problems, obviously, for J. Hill, so they will not go out here in Group 1. Group 2 will not feature Christian Eckes. He was involved in that crash late in practice, the repairing damage. He will not go out in Group 2. As we look at planes,
So Christian Eckes will not qualify. Not sure about SVG yet.
You know, Adam, the one thing that's going to be interesting today, because of the limited time that these guys have, is Corey Heim said on the pole in the truck race yesterday on his second run, so on step tires. We haven't really seen anybody, be able to at least in this fast group, if the scuffs are going to be better. It's going to be interesting to see if it is stickers or if having one run on those tires.
He was here. He probably fell back to sleep.
A couple of guys here. You mentioned Dean Thompson, I guess, did, and Davey Nye as well. Just bumped up to fifth with that lap.
Time has expired. If you've started your lap, you can bring it back. Jeremy Clements is on track. We'll see if he can make any improvements. He's 12. Not sure where he was. Also saw Perkins out there. I think they'll both be able to come back here. It's Perkins.
I think Jeremy's already
One last ride for Perkins here.
Okay. Yeah. Stay outside the top 10. See if Perkins can do anything.
The other thing is for some of these guys.
Where's my driver? This is who's your favorite Xfinity driver? I don't know. This is Xfinity series, Miss Tom.
To get to run laps in a place like this. So sometimes you'll go out and just run
your driver
just so you can have the time.
Group 1 qualifying is done. Gralla, Green, Thompson, Alfredo, Dye.
All right, so Group 1 is complete. And we're going to have Group 2 with all of the stars that you're wanting to see. Group 1 consists of Kaz Gralla, who's on the pole at the moment. Kaz Gralla on the pole. Austin Green, Dean Thompson, Fast Pasta in 4th. Danny Dimes is in 5th. Jeb Burton, 6th. He needs a good showing here this week. He cannot lose any more ground to his cousin and Ryan Sieg. Matt Benedetto, Thomas Annunziata, And waking up Stefan Parsons, who just spun, Josh Balicki, Kyle Sieg, Jeremy Commence, Brendan Poole, he spun as well, Blaine Perkins, Ryan Ellis, Preston Partis, Glenn Reen, and Garrett Smithley and Austin J. Hill did not, and that is not Austin Hill, that is Austin J. Hill. He is in 19th. So Group 2 qualifying about to get going here. Appreciate the ones joining us a little later. We thank you for being here. If you haven't hit the like button for us, make sure you do on that as we conclude Group 1. Now we are in Group 2. Group 2. 2 qualifying. All right, and they will consist of a bunch of other drivers, and I don't know if they'll add them to it or they'll bring them a separate page. So we'll see how that goes. All my chores that I know of are done for the day, Miss Tom says. Miss Tom, are you excited about 2 weeks from now? You'll be at Daytona. Oh, you were kidding? Okay. Gotcha. It is early for CeeLo, Miss Tom. You have to forgive CeeLo. It's a long night for CeeLo yesterday. CeeLo kind of struggling a little bit this morning. All right. And in the pin message above, y'all, is our GoFundMe page for our good friend Triton. If you have any extra cash to help out with our good friend Triton, I don't want to seem like I'm begging. It's not for me at all. This is for our good friend Triton. I'm doing this in the kindness of my heart too, because he's been around with us for day one, and I want to see if I can at least help. If you could do a GoFundMe for our good friend Triton, that would be awesome. As he is struggling with some health issues right now. We're trying to help him with his bills. So appreciate you guys hitting that like for us and subscribe. We'll have this pin message up all throughout today and see if we can raise some money for our good friend. So, all right, here we go. Back at it.
It's been announced. She get for Congress. Restart on this particular day goes to SVG. Hello. And they're running 1-2 again late at Sonoma. The 88 trying to make it wide, 9 getting aggressive. But
SVG was like, I'm going to beat you, kid. And Connor Zilisch was like,
Let's what they've done head to head. And you see the 6 times they've raced against each other. But I want to go right down to the bottom and focus on the last 2 where they were teammates, both in JRM equipment. They finished one.
I'm not too sure. I just know that that's what we're.
That's the most important thing, is it's pretty rare you get to have the 2 best road racers.
Can you do a PayPal? My PayPal is not working too well. I don't know, Triton. I don't know if you're listening.
It's been fun to watch.
Does the GoFundMe take a percentage?
I know that SVG was too aggressive in Chicago, but I think he felt bad with being teammates. And
Felicia, what's going on? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here.
At Sonoma, I think if that had been somebody else in the 88, then SVG might have been a little more aggressive.
Their teammates times 2. Teammates.
All right, here we go. Let's see if they're going to reach qualifying 2.
Zilisch part of that development program, and it's widely anticipated that he'll be running a Cup car time probably sooner rather than later.
Well, I can't wait to see what the 88 can do based on practice, how fast he was. And you're going to get to do a lot, right? Like, it's pretty rare nowadays that drivers get that ability. So they've got to adjust their air pressures. He's got to adjust his brake bias. He's got to kind of know his braking zones. So I mean,
post your PayPal as well, Triton, in the Discord, so I can put it all together.
To be 1:11.72. And Zilisch in practice was fastest 1.
Yeah, let's see how bad it takes here for the 9.
Check. You saw that on the entry right there. You see, he's going to want to get all the way out to the exit again. Looks so smooth. In all the track. On every corner, the entry of the braking zone, you see him getting as far out that white line as he can. All those cars look so unstable. Getting into 1.
With Junior Motorsports Chevrolets. It's Then you have Allgaier, then you have Sammy Smith.
looks so good in turn 2. I just watch how tight he can stay to the curve and that right-hander and carry all the speed up through the S's down into the bus stop. Let's see how he gets to the bus stop right here.
One thing that stands out to me watching him is how clean he is off the back straightaway. And then that right-hander into the bus stop just looks so smooth doing that. Here he is through the carousel turn 5.
See, almost jumping up that curve on the exit of the carousel.
How about it? 10, 8
Yeah.
Glen guy to third, 0.8 of a second back. Yeah, Smith goes to second.
That's pretty awesome to see Connor pick up based on what he did in practice at a 111 flat, gained another 10th, and as you mentioned, his teammate being a second behind. It's unbelievable how fast he is at this track, or at any road course.
3 of the top 4, Junior Motorsports. Kaz Gralla in there. Sheldon Creed just finished his lap. He's 7th.
Little surprised by Creed's lap. He was fast in practice. He's going to be disappointed with that. That wasn't as big a pickup as we've seen some of the other cars have.
Mayer is 5th. Whoa, look out, Michael McDowell playing in the dirt.
Got to assume that was on his time. I don't see the tracker tracking him right now. Across the line. Yeah, that was on his time lap. So still not a bad lap, but 111.92, even with the little excursion that he had. I don't think he had anything for Connor right there, but they can come in, cool down, let those tires cool down, and he'll probably take another run at this and see what he can do. Good looking car.
You know, so Mayer is late in practice. They got it where it needs to be, obviously, because he's 5th and shows some speed.
What's up, T. Lee? Good to see ya.
Despite the off-track.
T. Lee, thanks for being here.
So this
Ooh, Michael McDowell, wow. Jeez.
He got just a little bit wider than what we've seen.
I've never seen these cars, these tunnel turns, man. Jeez, wonder why the trucks wrecked there yesterday.
Wow.
Here's SVG.
Chevrolets that all.
See what is he ran a lap yet? No, he has not.
But here he is, right behind him.
See what happens. SVG on the track.
His lap 3/10 off though, just those first couple corners of what Connor was able to run. Let's see what he can do right here in these S's. On the tracker as he goes up through here. You see he loses a little ground in turn 2, and then watch. This is going to carry
did I not?
all the way down to the bus stop until you get to the next braking zone. Connor obviously did a great job in those first 3 corners, but was also really good in turn 2 up through the S's. They can throttle down. See SVG gains a little bit back on that entry to the bus stop. He actually looks about the same. It's about a wash. He gained some on the entry and lost a little on the exit.
Zilisch's lap though, wow. And right behind him's got a good lap going as well. Hanging right there. About the same relationship on the tracker to Zilisch as SVG. Danny Van Gisbergen to 2nd. And Taylor Gray jumps to 3rd.
Lap that Connor ran is actually quicker than what he ran by 1/10 and a half.
SVG, boom, up to 2nd already. Not 1st, though.
In practice.
There's Austin Hill.
You know, as he begins his qualifying run here, we should highlight, we saw his stats during practice earlier. When you look statistically, we know where all the wins come. We know what a great.
If there's a wreck, yeah.
Most 5s when you look at
but
the types.
Not like counted cautions.
Series win. Rick Watkins Glen does Austin Hill.
He's good at finishing. You know, he gets to these races. He doesn't get himself in trouble. You mentioned, I mean, just under a 6th place finish this year on the road courses. He's done a great job. Decent lap going right here. It looks so.
Austin Hill, my dark horse. Back from suspension, the bad boy.
See, again, he through the S's, carries down the straightaway. Zilisch's lap is so skewed, though, Adam, because he's so much quicker. I mean, a half-second quicker than 2nd place right now. So when you look at that, it looks deceiving, but this is still going to be a decent lap for Austin Hill.
Decent lap for Austin Hill, and the tracker is in for Carson Quapple, who's got a decent lap going as well. Here's Austin Hill. Out of the carousel, back to the alternate start-finish line. We'll see where the 21 slots in. He's 9th. Quapple right behind him on track. We'll see what he's able to do. His teammates pretty good. Carson Quapple goes 12th on the board. Top 5.
Waffle 12.
Gray, Sawallich, Smith, 3 rookies in the top 5 right now in qualifying. Gralla, who was the quickest in Group 1, 6th overall.
And Eckes is not qualifying. Eckes is not qualifying.
That was 6th at the time.
Eckes was involved in a wreck if you're just joining.
It's crazy that Zilisch has a second on 10th place right now, Adam. When you look at the speed, and speed wasn't, I mean, he was obviously fast in qualifying trim in practice, but there were guys close to him in race trim. I mean, Nate Ginsburg obviously was really close. Austin Hill was close. Taylor Gray was close, but the difference, and they have put together a couple of incredible laps here in qualifying.
Dylan?
Now let's catch up with Kaz Gralla, who, as you said, was fastest in Group 1, 6th right now. So Zilich's lap was pretty good, but you guys are still ahead.
What's up, Raymond? Good to see you, man.
The run you had there? Yeah, we're thrilled. I mean, for us, part-time car, part-time driver, this is pretty.
Gralla's 6th fastest so far from the Group 1 practice.
Our Super is as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and
fast as Xfinity Mobile.
Race well.
Gotta love it.
So I'm feeling good about
Hit that like, trying to get to 100 likes. We're 29 likes away from 100. Help us out, y'all, with those likes, please.
They've been able to get me in 3 races this year with this group. So
And subscribe.
And looking forward to what our chances look like for this afternoon. You do a lot of sim work, but for a part-time driver like yourself and a part-time team, what are the expectations or even challenges for you guys today? Yeah, we always come in on our back foot because the rest of the field, the driver, the crew chief, the spotter, they work together the whole season. They have that chemistry, they have that communication. So for us, if we can come out here and even hold a candle to some of these top organizations that have that consistency for us. So I feel like today so far, we punched above our weight, and that's kind of our goal as a team is come out here each time and just be a little better than we should be. Earn some heads. Off to a good start for Kaz Gralla.
Kaz Gralla, he was the fastest in Group 1, and now he is 6th fastest overall.
Have taken laps during this second group to the 14th position. What do you feel like you guys have for this race this afternoon?
Yeah, I think we're in a decent spot. It was our best practice qualifying.
This is Austin Green
I think overall
talking.
Hopefully we can be as fast as Xfinity Mobile in the race. And we made a lot of good changes. Kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah, he's 6th fastest, Ronnie.
It's chaotic at the end of these deals, but just can't thank everybody enough on this 32 three-dimensional service group team and Doug Peterson, and figure it out later, I guess.
When you say best practice for the team, what's on that list of things that you guys wanted to check off?
Just make solid gains and just end well. I think if we can obviously be closer to the front, it's gonna make it a little easier on us in the race. So like I said, just super proud of everybody and long day ahead.
Austin Green finished 11th here last year.
Also finished 11th at Sonoma in our last road race, and that was after they had
Forgot to do the
stage, and he had to drive
cars
all the way back through. I look at Austin Green, and there is such a path for him to be full-time in this series. And it's laying right there in front of you. Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zilisch, drivers that were so good on the road. It opens the door, but with all the road races on the
We already know who's going to get the pole.
Will win and get you in the playoffs. And
it's funny how nobody's out there right now.
Time in these cars. I just have such faith in his ability if he could do it full time as a young driver that's so talented on the road.
I'd really love to see him get in a junior motorsports car or a JGR car that are winning.
Ryan Sieg now out there, Bronny's boy.
Those guys in the exact same equipment.
Ryan Sieg is out, and that
gained 39 points last week.
Flying Harrison Burton and Jeff Burton as we put in the playoff standings, 4 races to go. It all starts later today. CW, NASCAR Countdown Live.
Harrison Burton, Ryan Sieg, right there. 17 minus 17. How's Jeff's little boy looking? He's 17th fastest overall in this practice. In this qualifying, he's 14th.
Based on the speed that we saw in practice.
What's up, Hammer?
See if he can put together a smooth.
He sucks on road courses.
Tips off before he got to the first turn. It just shows you how good Zilisch got out of that carousel and how much momentum he was able to carry down the straightaway.
By the way, I want to pay off. We briefly saw Jesse Love on track. and he's 25th right now. And we had gotten a report that they missed the bus stop in their qualifying run. Not 100% on that. We'll follow up, but definitely not where they want to be. Sieg making his
You need to finish in the top 4 for 500 smackers.
Straight away to the bus stop here.
You never know. With yesterday, remember Hammer? Yesterday was ridiculous.
To turn smooth and lead up through those S's. You see the tracker though, about 0.3 seconds off. Looks like he gets up a little bit on entry. See if he can gain some of that back. On exit, he does not. Maybe a little careful on the entry to that braking zone.
Imagine a random new driver one day will win the pole position out of nowhere. I'm looking at you, Glen Green.
He's going to get there. Back to the alternate start finish line. For Ryan Sieg puts him 27th away.
27th fastest for Ryan Sieg.
Right there with his brother and teammate.
Yeah, that's
7 minutes left here in qualifying.
He's going to be disappointed with that lap, and it just looked like it was everywhere. I mean, he was a couple of tenths off before he ever got to the first turn, and it just.
Can we make it to 100 likes before this is over? You got 7 minutes to do it. Hit it up. 22 likes to go.
Into Pittsburgh. I mean, he could have sat quite a while longer. We still have 7 minutes to go in this session, but we'll see. I know that he look at that. Good lap coming to the green. Maybe overdrove that corner a little bit. See, he just needs like a 90.
Good times. Thank you, man. Hit that like. Appreciate it.
We saw in turn 1 when he got wide how rough it is. That section of the track. See Michael again. Really aggressive in those braking.
Michael McDowell in the 11 colleague Chevrolet. As you know, Josh Williams is out of that car. Last week was Hocevar. This week, Michael McDowell.
Close to those curves. Scrub some speed. He had to get out of the throttle. It's going to be a much better lap if he can put this together than what he had before. And issues here also on that first lap, a little bit wide, using too much curve, got loose on the exit. God, he is just hustling that car.
But right now, he's pretty close to what he was first time around. In fact, going to be a little bit slower, I think, as he comes back to the alternate start finish line. Yeah, he'll stay in the 10th position.
10th spot. Actually, 9th for Michael McDowell. 9th. Look at all these people around SVG walking.
Side of things. Okay, I know the 88 is always a barometer for you here, but where can you find 6/10 to keep up with him, and just what kind of lap was that?
My lap was pretty average, but yeah, even if I got it right, I still couldn't get him. So hopefully we can make it a little better for the race. But yeah, still decent starting point.
Race is always different.
So he's not going to go out there and try to beat him a half a second. He's going to give it to Zilisch.
Pick up your sleeve.
Oh, just he's an amazing young racer, you know, but got to meet everyone else too, and then got cup practice now, so switch my brain over and then switch back again.
Yeah, focus goes to the cup car now. Appreciate James.
So he's not even going to try.
This weekend.
He's not even going to try to do it.
Flip the switch, go over to the cup side of things, and then return to the Xfinity race as we watch Sam Mayer getting aggressive off of turn 7 and real close to the wall.
Mayer trying to get there.
8. In the top 10 for Group 1, Casgrala. We talked to him and mentions the fact.
What's up, Kelly? Good to see you, buddy.
Second car for Sam Hunt.
Appreciate you being here. Make sure y'all hit the sub up there if you're new to us. $2 kicking off a big sports day with CeeLo. Hammer, $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Hammer. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks so much. Help us out.
To pick up
Thank you, buddy.
Mayer right now is one second off from what Connor was able to run on his first lap. See, he's tracking a little bit better than that right now.
Everybody tell Hammer thank you so much.
Really watch their hands as they exit that bus stop and they enter the carousel. That car looks super loose right there. See, Mayer's going to better his lap 2 or 3 tenths, so that's a good second run for him. See where that puts him up to 4th right now. So good lap.
Jesse Love, hammer down.
We talked about the issues they had on there.
He's been quiet today.
Great pace in the 2 car right now.
He's way off. Ooh. He's in the green for a second.
Make up some ground there. Makes a jump.
Sheldon Creed, always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Mention the fact that he was a runner-up here the last 2 years in the race. 16th, and he jumps to 10th.
10th fastest for Sheldon Creed, actually 9th.
Sam Mayer.
Dow 10th. Sanchez 11th.
3 minutes to go. Group 2 qualifying in Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Burton's going to track just about exactly where he was on that first run. It's been surprising. Some guys have been able to pick up, some not so much. Some maintain. Doesn't really seem to be any consistency in the scuff tires versus sticker tires.
Harrison picks up a few spots and goes up to 13.
14 away from 100. Help us out. 14 likes away. Help us out with that 100 like mark. See if we can get our goal.
Position to do some damage here in Watkins Glen, and then he was a part of the damage. Got involved in a crash. And
Sub it up too. How many turns are there? 11.
Top 5 at the time.
3.4 mile, 11 turn track.
In this format, and here he is coming back to that alternate start finish line. Put him 12th on the board.
Decent lap right there for Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones.
Everybody going out to take another stab in this.
Sammy Smith trying to get it one more time. Nowhere anywhere close to what Zilisch has got.
First good set of corners.
Carson Quapple's also back out there. You got all the rookies out there right now. Quapple, Sawalek, Sanchez, all making a second attempt here in Group 2 as we go under 2 minutes remaining.
It's interesting. Those guys must not.
Listen to that, yeah, because they probably need the time to get that car back to normal.
You're sitting 5th right now. It's a great starting position.
Get out of the car, Alan said.
They made a mistake on that lap, and if they get the tires cooled down, then they feel like they can better themselves.
14. Not sure he's going to do much to help.
Because if they make any adjustments after qualifying is over, they have to go to the back of the pack. So I guess they're trying to work on the car as much as possible.
Behind him, still in the 5th spot. Check in on Nick Sanchez.
Dirty Nick Sanchez.
1 at Atlanta, the 2 top 5s after that.
Keep it going. 9 to go, y'all, to 100. Keep it going, y'all. 9 to go. Help us out. Hit that like for us.
Takes him up to 7. Great
Our
job.
goal is 100 likes tonight.
And Ryan
today.
Sieg on track as well. They need to improve on their effort. Ryan Sieg currently sets 29.
Ryan Sieg 29th.
Jump up there as he thinks about the points battle. Comes in 17.
He needs a good finish.
He only got to sit for 6 minutes. It's really not that much time to let those tires cool down and get to where they need to. So hopefully they made some adjustments, or Ryan just feels like he can do a better job.
25 seconds. Last run for Sieg. Last run for Hertz.
Hertz hoping to join them. We're riding with him. Turn 2 up through the S's. That's left of your screen. Right side, Ryan Sieg coming through the carousel and finishing his lap. Watch the tracker and we'll see if he can make a jump from 29. Alternate start finish line.
Nowhere close.
No. There, he stays in the 29th position as Ryan Sieg.
And he ran a little bit quicker, just not enough to improve his position.
And that is it.
He's getting ready to finish his lap, exiting that carousel now.
He's going to put in just outside the top 10, it looks like, for Riley Herbst. 16th, actually, is where he ends up.
Yep.
Time has expired on the pole at Watkins Glen. There he is. Connor
Zilisch.
Yeah, defends his pole from last season. No surprise that you're on the pole, but as you look at the speed charts, are you surprised that the field wasn't a little closer?
Honestly, yeah. I feel like it's gonna come closer in the race. I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but clearly we have a fast logistic Chevrolet. I'm super proud of this entire team and the work they've put in lately. Takes a lot to beat the field by over half a second on.
See those 88s,
I
y'all.
couldn't do it without the car that's underneath me. So big thank you to Junior Motorsports. Looking forward to the race later today. It's gonna be a good one.
What's going to be the biggest obstacle to defend the win from last year?
Honestly, I feel like, just executing the whole day. It's a long race. There's a lot of time to, make mistakes and throw yourself out of it, but you just got to stay in it all day.
We did it.
Be there at the front.
You guys are awesome.
Connor Zilisch
Thank you guys. 100 likes. Thank you guys.
Qualifying before leading the field to green here in the Xfinity Series later this afternoon.
It's his 6th career pole. It's the 9th consecutive time on a road course. It's either been Zilisch.
All right, so there is Connor Zilisch SVG, they don't really have like together qualifying, but Connor Zilisch fastest in practice and qualifying, and he does get the pole. So congratulations, Connor Zilisch. And I'm sure SVG, if you're just joining us, SVG was involved in a wreck during practice with him and Sam Mayer and Christian Eckes. Christian Eckes did not qualify, so he'll start at the very back of the pack. So I guess they're trying to get SVG's car good to go before the race starts, because any corrections after qualifying is over, you have to go to the back of the pack. So he didn't even try to get another run. So Connor Zilisch, congratulations. Well, coming up next is get out of my head, sir. Oh, we're down to one leg. Man, we'll do it. We'll eventually get it. Thank you guys so much for everything. And we will see you here in about 30 minutes for NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying for the Go Bowling at the Glen. So appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for everything. We'll see you in about 30 minutes for how about Kaz Gralla P8. Yeah, good job there too as well. Kenneth Fox, thank you, buddy. And once again, in 100 likes, got it. Yes, thank you guys. You're awesome. Once again, in the pin message above is our good friend linked for his GoFundMe and his PayPal. We're just trying to help him out. And if you'd love to help out a good cause, here is one. I know that if you don't have any money, that's okay. But we're trying to push to help out our good friend Triton. So if you're watching on the replay, hit that link for the GoFundMe or his PayPal to help him out on some of it. He's been struggling pretty bad with some health issues and trying to pay for all those medical bills. I know how it is. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Thank my lovely wife, Spain, for everything that she does. I want to thank my mods for moderating. I want to thank my members for their hard-earned money back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching, especially a 8:30 in the morning stream for CeeLo. And I was sorry I was 30 minutes late, but hey, we had a good stream anyway. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you. If you don't like NASCAR Cup Series, we'll see you this afternoon for the stream. The stream will be up here in just a little bit. I got to get moving here, and this next 30 minutes will be very busy. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. And this is going to redirect you over to the NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying for the Go Bowling at the Glen. See ya.